It's very nice. All right, let's get back in there.
I never used
Greetings.
Well,
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good day. Oh, it
Yeah,
seems
we
that
have to-
everybody is still their Edge of Twilight. Oh my God, none of your talkies changed.
Hey.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's okay. I am the shadow.
Oh,
The power of Mulu is strong.
Am I still Flo Ridaman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta be.
Your talkie doesn't change, but
Yeah. Batman doesn't go anywhere, though.
yeah.
Who are
you
these
in the Slayer Hawk over there.
Man,
Who are they?
it really didn't change any of you. Okay. Anyway, somebody do the recap while I change this and fix it.
Yes, somebody.
Well, I wasn't here last week, so I don't know what
Come
happened.
on.
Oh, that
Stop
that
fine.
means it's your
Okay,
job.
okay, I'll do it. Okay.
Alright, there you go.
So we basically how it started. God, I didn't any prep for this. This is completely off the cuff.
Excellent. Good.
We go into the Demon Waste. We finally find out where we're going. Farryn finds out what exactly the thing that she's holding, the thing from Etheria, I forget the actual name for it. It has glory or valor and grace in it, and it interacted with that. And then it kind of just showed us as we travel through the Demon Waste, running against abominations of God knows what, things being created, massive armies as we trek through the Demon Waste and trying to find out where we're going. Then we end the session with Giggle Shits, the arch nemesis of Flo Ridaman. And that's really about it because we cut it a little short.
Yeah.
But most of it was us traveling through the Demon Waste and seeing abominations. And then we know that the army is traveling south, so we camped out here so the army can move on before we continue. Anybody else want to add anything?
That sounds about right.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good.
Inspo?
No, not for you.
Inspiration for you.
Hey!
I catch it before it gets to him. I leap up.
Unfortunately, you're
Very small.
She leaps in to try to grab one over her fingertips. No! How could you?
I'm not going to any weddings with Flo Ridaman. He will try and catch the bouquet before I get a chance.
Okay.
Not even fair.
Camping out in some ruined buildings in the Demon Wastes as the ashen air chokes around you. If you guys want to do any rest RP, you can. If not, I can move time forward.
As soon as we're rested, we should move on. Or, well, we're waiting on the army to move on.
Yeah.
As soon as they go.
We activated Grace before we slept, correct? If I remember correctly, we activated Grace.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we did the sleepy time one.
Ooh.
Yes.
And then
But
we took our watches, and during the first watch, Giggle Shits looked at Flo Ridaman from miles away
Oh yeah,
and pissed on the ground.
that happened.
Oh yeah. No
Does
one saw
anybody
that but me,
want-
but yeah.
Does anybody want to do RP stuff before, or do we move on?
I don't think there's much to say. I think we're just trekking out here.
But for quick clarification, you said the setup time is that of like Tiny Hut, so is it 10 minutes or 1 minute? Because the Tiny Hut spell is 1 minute cast.
It's a ritual spell, so it's 10 minutes.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Are we eating
I'm ready to go.
rations or are we eating Gideon food?
We should probably eat rations and not cast magic. And
I don't. Well, no, I have a 3rd level spell, so I can use the rations, or I can make the food for the night. We're good there.
But
I thought it was only a first level spell for create food and water.
No, that's a 3rd level spell, buddy.
Oh, duh. Well, I mean, we're
Yeah.
long resting anyway, so I mean,
You
you can
also
create it
did-
in long rest.
something about negating exposure, is that you or is that Genevieve?
That's me.
That's me.
Oh, you have apotheosis as well?
No, I'm a foreigner, so my first
Oh, it
and my
negates the
spell
first.
every hour doesn't generate exposure.
That's good. That's great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Even
That's
better.
the reason I can do this and not to blow up.
Hooray. So food is good, no rations needed.
Well,
Yeah,
the food
no,
actually doesn't taste very good at all. It's very bland.
It sucks, but it is what it is.
But it is a nutrient. Do you
you
like
magic food don't taste
nutrients?
bland.
No,
Tastes like the toilet paper from the MRE.
Hey, Gideon, add some spice to this next time.
No. I can't.
That's a bit shit.
You want spice? Eat your normal rations. This
Ew,
is just
the
to
rations
save us.
not spiced either.
You know what? One day I'll make you my mama's gumbo from when I'm back home.
God, I
It's
love
delicious.
spicy rice.
It's delicious. It's got some meat in it. Don't ask what it is, and it's some spices and carrots and all kinds of stuff, and it's so good.
I
So-
do miss me
I'll
some
tell you
dwarven
what,
stew back
it's
in my
delicious.
home.
Question. What are we supposed to do about this huge ass army in front of us?
We're waiting till it passes.
We let them walk and then we follow. We've established this already. Did you
Yeah,
forget?
you were there when we
Yeah,
talked about
but-
it, remember?
I feel like we should let somebody know or something.
Come back, Gideon.
Oh wait, where's my other art? I don't have access to it. What?
You know, let somebody know what?
I was gonna change my art. Never mind.
That
That there's an army in the Demon Wastes? I'm sure there are many.
Could there be one this big? Like, this seems unnormal.
Abnormal.
Abnormal, thank you.
Look, Gideon. We have the means. To what end? I can let somebody know. Who would we let know?
Your dad, maybe? And he could tell somebody, like, we think they're going south, right? That's towards the wall.
Okay, let's suppose that me contacting my father does not get him in trouble. And he is able to help us. He's not going to be able to send anyone here any faster than us.
I mean, do you have any family at the wall? Like an uncle or something? I don't know.
At the wall? That's weeks, months away?
Is it south?
And also,
Further-
halflings can't see over the wall.
That's right. I had never once saw over the wall.
I'm saying, do you have an uncle or somebody at the wall, like a family member, that you could send a sending to?
I have been out and about on missions with you this whole time. I don't know where any of my family is currently stationed. And I'm not about to send random messages to random family members in the hopes that they are where they would need to be. I don't think that sending anybody a message about this is going to make a difference. No offense.
Also, isn't south further into the Demon Waste?
Yes, it is.
Not. I thought the wall was to the east, Gideon.
That is also true.
It's far more likely that they are getting ready to rally their forces around potentially our objective. Which, if I was any sort of betting woman, I would have placed in the very center, where it would be hardest to reach.
So you're thinking we're going to have to fight this army to get to Mytheria?
Oh, no. Gideon. It would be tactically sound to follow this army from a distance. Let them mop up or pick up any deterrents that we might run into. Stay out of sight, because the moment they notice us, they might try and send somebody back to do something about us. But I think Mr. Ridaman has us covered in that department. We stay behind, we follow, and then when we realize that they are in fact camping right over our objective, then we go in like the inquisitorial hit squad that we were trained to be, and take out specific targets or get past them to go in, acquire whatever we're after, find Mytheria, and then leave. We're not going to fight an army.
Hopefully not. Which is why we turned around in the first place. Plan is not to fight, at least. The plan is to follow, observe, and then work around it.
Right. Well, I was kind of hoping to not fight this army, so I didn't know if there was something else that we could do to deal with this. But if doing nothing's the best thing we can do, then that's just what we'll have to do.
Hmm.
And this is the next morning, or have we all gone to sleep? Because we did.
No slept. No, yeah, you have not slept yet.
Okay. Cool.
Unless anybody has anything else they want to say, I can move time forward.
I was taking
I'm
the first
ready.
watch.
I will.
I could stay up with Ginny on our first watch. On the first 2 watches, I'll stay up, and then I'll go to sleep.
I already mentioned I was taking the last watch.
And I'll be up for the first 3 regardless.
I'll take the last watch with Farryn.
Alright, move us forward, Cadum. Please.
Oh boy! Who's on third watch?
Mythos
that'd be
and
me then.
someone else. Mythos and Galdren.
Mythos and Galdren again. Alright.
Oh boy.
Classic.
Oh, no.
Mythos and Galdren. Look at these boys. Look at these guys. Look at those fellas.
Let me get in my pajamas again.
Oh my god! All right, let me see you change your token. Go. Let's go ahead.
I don't have a pajama token.
You fucking.
Here are my
I know.
pajamas.
That's
Horrifying.
that's actually what he looks like underneath his clothes. He
But
just has
underneath the clothes.
these horrible black growths.
It's a chitin.
I got my PJs on.
And then bug elves.
Okay. Mythos and Galdren, I need you to make me a perception check.
Yeah, better than last time.
True.
All right, you spot movements of the demonic army, marshaling its forces and moving down the slopes of the edge of the demon waste against the mountain sides, and moving further and further towards the center. Far in the distance, against the backdrop of the night sky, you can see the burning, flaming pits conjured by these creatures. Seemingly more than you could have ever imagined. Okay. And let's see here. You're able to spot some specific demons amongst them. You see these creatures. You see these creatures. You see these creatures.
Ugh.
You see these creatures. You see these creatures. You see these creatures. You see these creatures. You see these creatures.
That's a new one.
What does he look like? The main character from El Dorado.
You
Why does
see
it look like books?
Oh my god.
these creatures?
Oh, come on now.
You
I know what that
These
is.
creatures?
Oh, titty.
These creatures?
Oh, hug boys.
These creatures?
Like,
Cross. Love it.
And these creatures.
Crow. Is that a crow? Caw. Or a raven?
Not a good crow.
Probably more raven by the way the mouth looks.
It's a bird.
It's a bird. Caw.
that's some demon boys and girls.
And fireballs.
And those
one
are
of
all the creatures
non-gender.
that you can see marshaling and moving past you. Would you like to do anything?
He will let the rest of them continue their rest, but because this is the third watch, Mythos will go and inform Farryn and just nudge at her slightly to get her attention.
She wakes from her trance.
Captain,
What is it?
the army has begun its movements. They're heading southward. I think
As
we should give
planned.
the others time to complete their rest, but follow after them shortly. There's a whole menagerie of different demons within their ranks, even more than the ones we saw within the camp.
Well,
At least 6 other types.
very well then. It is what it is.
I'll continue to keep an eye on them, and if they move closer to the camp, I'll alert everyone so we can move before they get here, but I don't think they'll be coming back this way.
Thank you. Good work.
He'll go get in position to keep watch while the rest of the group finishes their rest.
Okay. Whilst you continue your watch, I need you to make me more perception checks. Not particularly in. You can see that there appear to be focus points where all these demons kind of congregate around. Great swirling forms of energy, which seem to be focused around a singular being. No doubt they are some sort of greater demons. Unfortunately, you are unable to make out any of their forms save for one. One who is just particularly that bombastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
You see... Where did I put him? One moment.
Yes.
Where did I put that? Give me a second. I have to find out where I fucking put this guy.
Is it the iron and iron pieces?
No.
Remember what his name
Oh,
was?
here
and
he is.
just
Here he
use
is.
the
Here
search.
he is. Okay, of course. Thanks, game. I have to refresh.
Oh.
God, I hate this. Sorry, chat room. Sorry, players. I gotta refresh.
He's
It's all
all
good.
right. Seeing Gideon's underwear again, I'm going to roll over to face the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridaman's just standing here in sort of weird trance.
But he trances with his eyes open and he's just staring at his junk.
Have you guys ever been around somebody who sleeps with their eyes open?
Yes.
I've only ever seen it once. It is crazy.
Jesus.
I've done it accidentally once when I worked in corrections. I had been up for like 26 hours and I fell asleep with my eyes open. While we're in the middle of dealing with a fight, I was leaned up against the door frame and literally just like blacked out for a second and came back to consciousness with a super killer headache. That shit sucks.
My man Merciless just standing there like a dummy.
Yeah, he's
Where?
literally a scarecrow. Oh, that guy's gonna catch us. Little did they know I was unconscious.
That sure is a big mannequin.
That's a big mannequin.
Feeling Flo's eyes on him while he sleeps, Gideon will awake.
Ew.
Flo, what are you doing?
Unless you tap him, he doesn't respond. Mother. Mama, Papa, people.
He'll jostle your shoulder. Hey, Flo.
Heretic! Oh, wait, what?
Could you not stare at me while I'm sleeping?
Oh, it's a habit. My bad, I'll go over here.
It's a habit. All right.
It's not a class, not a racial feature or anything. No.
I found where my shit is.
It's a habit.
He'll hop up on the wall, crouch down, and then look down and trance like a gargoyle.
Love it.
All right. So Mythos and Galdren, whilst on the third watch, you will see that one of the, we'll call it convergences of demon kind, is closer to you than the others. It seems that this horde of demons appears to be headed towards the southwest, eerily similar to the same path you are taking. And you will see this fucking guy.
Holy shit. He looks cool as fuck.
Man, he's handsome.
Where's the Joker? Bring him to me.
Forget the Joker. I want this
with the
man
main
right
altar.
here.
No, I don't want. Nah, fuck this guy. He's a bitch. Bring me my arch nemesis.
If that's the
he's
Joker,
cool
this
looking.
is fucking Bane.
Bane? A mix of
That's fucking
It's
crocodile
either that
and Bane.
or the crocodile and Killer
I
Crocodile.
like
isn't
it.
it?
It's
He's
either
cool.
a mix of Killer Croc and Bane.
I will tell you, he is definitely more like Bane than he is Killer Croc.
Okay.
Ha!
Rock on.
I wondered what
I
would break
must believe
first,
you.
Flo Ridaman. Your body or your spirit?
I was
you
born
think
in the
darkness
wastes.
is your ally?
Molded by it.
I can't wait to fireball an area where he's stealthed. Oh god, it's gonna be so good. Hide from this.
Hides effectively. Somehow isn't there.
I've been
behind you all this time, boy.
And then he shits in your face. Anyway, that is what you see. What do the two of you do?
Mythos will just take a mental note of that to give to the captain once everyone else is awake. That the big red fiery guy took a contingency to the southwest, which is closer to the direction we're trying to go, and the rest of the army went straight south, or they were going southeast?
Oh, they're spreading out to different spaces. You
Okay.
can see that each of the four convergences are going in different directions.
Mhm.
This one, the one that you spot, is headed towards where you're headed.
Okay. Then yeah. I'll just keep that note and then we'll talk about that once everyone is awake again.
Would you like to make a martial check?
Yes.
Smile.
No, you fell for his trap. Now he's aware of you. Fuck.
All right, with your martial check from that distance, I can tell you one of his abilities because it is actually visible from this far away.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
what is that ability?
That ability is called
Fire shitter.
Tears of the Sky.
Okay.
Whilst Azingodin, the siege engine of Agamemnon, is on a battlefield, at the start of each round, a random assortment of meteors will fall onto the battlefield.
The fuck?
That's it.
Damn.
And
You'll
he's
have to
gonna be
learn
immune?
more.
Meteor.
Right then.
Well, if you wake me up, I can always primeval awareness that motherfucker.
Don't do that.
What's he gonna do? Talk back to me like a little bitch?
Yes.
I ain't worried about it.
I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I'm asleep.
I'm asleep. It's above board.
Panicking in my sleep over here, like, oh, Flo's gonna do something
When
stupid any
Mythos
moment
gives
now.
the information when everyone's awake, you'll be able to do that.
That's right. Just like I dreamed.
Galdren is just sharpening his axe, like just looking, smiling, potentially a good foe to fight.
Galdren's like, oh yes,
shit.
I'm gonna go hit that.
He's hitting the 40k stride right now. Finally.
Yes.
A
No,
worthy
Galdren, we
death.
have to wait for everyone else to get up. Don't leave yet.
Only death. The Xenos must be cursed.
My slayer hawk is bristling.
Oh.
Bristling. That's hot.
We'll be able to deal with that once everyone is awake. And we inform the captain. Especially since they are veering off on their own somewhat.
Aye.
And then we finish up third watch.
All right,
Mhm.
and then fourth watch comes and goes. You can all awaken now.
Awaken.
Now level 9. Hey, Materia, motherfucker! She refreshed my page. Hold on.
Putting on
She
my
jumped on
boots.
my lap and refreshed my page.
I'm circling up with the group, doing my stretches for the morning. Hup. 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 Hup.
Huh?
Farryn tries to keep her ears from curling.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Galdren does some setups.
Are you counting in Spanish?
In
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
In Halfling.
Oh no, it's in halfling, unfortunately.
All I hear is quietly 1, 2, 3, 4, like I'm listening to a Pitbull song.
No, it's more grunty sounding than Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10.
Some of that is Spanish.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Holds up
Latin.
hand.
Latin detected.
Zooms in. This is.
Oh, we going for grace or valor today? I would say grace again.
Well,
We
yes.
can wait.
Grace's first nappy time, Gideon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta state what we do at the start of the day, yeah?
I thought it was when we used it.
Well,
Yeah. Use it.
no, because it does take 10 minutes. So we do need to prime it, I suppose. But I believe we had all agreed that grace was to be used more often than not. And unless we were absolutely planning on a fight, which as far as I know we're not today, then we would save, was it valor for later?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Also, me
So-
and Galdren have more information about the movements of the army.
Report.
The army wasn't spreading out fully together. They were breaking off into smaller contingencies around different powerful entities. Most of them went off in different directions and such, in the southern directions, but one seems to be going more in line with the direction we're going. It was led by a large, hulking, fiery demon of some kind. But even as they were walking away, we were able to see whatever machinations are driving it were leaving behind large fireball craters in the battlefield as they rampage through, even at this distance.
Okay.
Well, at least we don't have to fight an entire army to get to Motheria then. So that's some good news at least.
Hey, that thing looks like an absolute problem.
Yeah, everybody's
We'll go
going.
where we're going.
Everybody needs to roll me an insight check on Galdren.
Oh, advantage.
As he says, an absolute problem. You feel what could only be described as a hunger emanating outwards from him.
I feel like you
Axe
were
hand is shaking.
I feel like you were hungry to fight this demon. I am with you in that fight, Galdren. We shall cleanse it in the holy name of Motheria. We shall cleanse this whole area of the curse.
Flo,
Flo,
you try to attract every demon in the waste to us.
Honestly.
I got a little head.
I thought, I'm excited, yeah, but shut the fuck up.
They're going the same direction we're going. And I don't think... I think I speak for everyone here, but we're going that way regardless. I guess it is good that they're splitting into smaller groups, but that changes very little of our mission.
just please don't go rushing out after it. Let's restrain ourselves until we either know more about it or have no other recourse but to fight it. Destroying a demon is not our first objective.
Yes, because for everyone that we destroy, more will just come in their place. We are in their home now.
They don't know we're here yet, so best to keep it that way for the time being.
Indeed.
In any case, we should probably move on very soon after Flo's outburst, as she will frown heavily in your direction.
Yes, if they didn't know we were here, they might as well know now.
I can also get us to Lady of Langan real quick before we head out. See what we could run into while we're out there, and kind of get a better sense about whatever this great creature you saw before we head out there.
As a player, I forget if that can be traced back.
Depending on the power of the creature.
Can what?
Primeval, whatever the ranger thing is that he's wanting
That
to use.
depends entirely on the creature that is being looked at. So systemically, primeval awareness is a psychic ability that is supernatural in nature. So very few creatures have we'll call it awareness, that they're being watched. And even fewer beyond that have the ability to do something about it in response.
Because we're awake, does that mean that the glory shield is down?
No, it's down when you disable it.
Okay, so there's an extra added layer of protection then, because glory prevents divination. Right? So it would be safer for him to do something like primeval awareness now, right?
Yeah.
Good thought.
Okay. Having worked all that out above the table, Farryn will say to Flo, "Yes, I suppose, if you wish to spend the breakfast hour doing so. Now would be the safest time, considering we are still within the aura of glory."
Grace.
Sounds
Of grace.
good.
Oh, Grace, whatever.
He will walk over to the edge here, tape in a deep breath, close his eyes, and touch the earth. And he will use Primeval Awareness, and will use Primeval Conscious to try to focus into the creature they were talking about.
Oh, baby. There is a god, and he is cruel.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Galdren smiles.
One moment, please.
Hell yeah! I love interacting with the system.
Also, for those of you that might have been taking better notes than me, was it Azengoded, the siege engine of Agamemnon? Was that his name?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying
put
to
it in
keep
our
up.
comments.
Hello? Hello? The music changed? Hello?
Oh my
Yeah.
Hello?
You tried to look at Azengoded, the siege engine of Agamemnon.
Yeah, have fun, buddy.
His name is not Azengoded. It is Azengoded.
Azengoated.
Oh, Godin. Okay.
The goat of all time.
I like as in goated.
Yeah, I like Azengoded too.
We are going to call him that.
Yes. Classic.
Disrespect
Uh,
your surroundings.
Okay, I love the Doom music.
That is to entertain you while I prepare all this information for you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Thanks, Papa.
you say you appreciate it now, then he's going to give you the information. You're going to be like, nah, I would have rather not known that.
I didn't really want to know. I shouldn't have asked.
Oh,
The information,
you are not.
the information will continue to be pumped in until the head pop.
You think I'm
I
scared?
thought you're gonna get what you're getting.
You say that, but I'm into it.
I've been around for centuries, boy. This ain't my first rodeo.
I let the info flow.
It will flow. You damn right it'll flow.
Beatings will continue until morale improves.
And the morale is for the want for more.
It's time to get deadly serious.
No, wrong way. Flip it. It's time to get deadly serious.
The beats the music.
Flo will start to twitch. His eyes will roll back.
Farryn, I think he's having a seizure.
We're eating breakfast. We're not paying attention to him.
Flo's just It's like this scene from Home Alone where he grabs the washer, it's just shaking.
Oh god.
Farryn will look over while she eats her morning meal. No.
Maybe
I'm sure this is normal for him. It is Flo, after all. And she'll just amuse.
She's not wrong.
He's foaming at the mouth.
Ah, yeah, I think we lost him.
Like a rabbit animal.
Well, no. I'm
don't
sure
like
this is
this.
normal.
It could be weird, but this
I
is
don't
weirder than
see
the
how
candle.
any of this could be normal, Farryn. I think I should knock him out.
Don't interrupt. Give him the full
Wasn't he doing
time.
his...
Swear, y'all better let me ride. Y'all better let me ride this fucking lightning. I swear to God.
Man, you're riding it. You're riding
I
it.
know, please let me ride this fucking lightning, ladies and gentlemen.
Gonna stand way over here.
Have we used his primeval awareness before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's been used once before.
I'm going to radiant action to stab him with my lance if he turns into a demon.
That is acceptable, but do not interrupt otherwise.
I'm just gonna move a little bit over here.
I stand at the
Galdren
ready,
gets closer, Gideon gets farther away.
ready to
Raised
charge
high.
him.
I love how Mythos and Galdren are like, yo, we'll grab his ass and start shaking his head.
I've got my little. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Farryn just eats bemused. One of those kind of malicious smiles on her face.
She's like, I like this. Continue. This pleases me.
You were saying, Genevieve?
No, I got nothing. That's better. Dun dun dun. Rise.
Sorry, there's a lot.
Maybe.
So
No, it's-
Go Beedly.
listen,
Go
I'm
Beedly.
here embracing for the taser shock. I am ready.
Mythos, if anything happens, I go for the legs, you go for the arms.
All right. And just in case, I'll pull these out. I can put those on his arms if he gets.
He's just doing his job.
You
Why on
jackals.
earth would he? Why on earth would he be a problem? This is what we brought him for. Let
It's not
the man
necessarily
focus.
him.
And just for Essy's sake, the meal that she's eating is okayu.
What?
Yeah.
It's what?
Okayu. O-K-A-Y-U.
We're talking about
However
the
you
children's
pronounce
show with the bald cancer patient.
No, not that one.
Okayu.
It's tasty rice porridge, dear.
Ew.
Hello? Who just left?
Oh, he was so disgusted by that he left. Or she left.
Rice with porridge and remove self from call.
Uh-oh. She'll probably
Yes,
be
just
back.
bland rice porridge.
This is
All right,
a battle
I'm ready.
of will. Oh yeah, I'm ready too. Open arms, baby, give it to me.
Oh boy.
she back.
Dokali, dokali, it is time. Rise, rise. Oh, hold on, I forgot something.
Song.
Hold on. I forgot something.
We might want to
Sorry,
cut the music
sorry.
rights for DMCA.
Sorry. What? No, this is fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Death Clock is not DMCA.
It's video game boss music. It's fine.
Yeah, I have played it so much that if I was gonna get DMCA'd for Death Clock, I'd have been DMCA'd a long time ago. So
Okay.
Crackish. Push down. Crackish.
Okay.
Awaken him. Sorry, I'm basically transferring a bunch of this shit because this token isn't ready yet. So. But I figured if I'm gonna do this, I might as well just do it now and make it look pretty.
I opened the tome.
Galdren stay at Hawkins is bopping to the beat.
So this is the inner turmoil inside of him. Just I must.
Yep.
I must.
Not a release.
I
Gotta
must.
go.
And then finally. Okay. Now I'm ready.
Okay, now I can make my martial checks. Unless other shit happens.
You may make one martial check against this creature.
With Primeval, it says I can make two. I may just make one. Oh, I thought it said additional. I'm stupid.
No.
It's okay. I'm assuming that he's a fiend or an aberration. I knew.
If you want to know for certain, you got to spend it on that.
Well, I just need to know because I have advantage against martial checks against it for favorite foe.
Oh, that's true. Yes, you would have advantage.
So it is a fiend or aberration. Hey, look.
Oh, damn.
You may
Or both.
identify this creature's HP, its equipment, or its abilities.
Probably go abilities, right, gang?
Sure.
Abilities are always. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go with abilities, Arcadum.
For 500.
All right.
Yes, all 500 abilities.
Okay. This ability is a passive. This ability is not only a passive, but it represents one of his initiatives.
Right.
The following are abilities under the initiative Flame Tyrant.
I see.
Next is its second initiative. The following are abilities under its second initiative.
Ew.
Following ability
Neat.
is its third initiative.
Oh my. Uh-oh.
The
Damn.
following abilities are under its third initiative. You may choose one of those to identify.
Up to you entirely, bud.
Yeah, which one do you like the most or hate the most, Merciless?
Except for that first one, because we know that first one.
Yeah, we know the first one.
Yeah.
That's Tears in the Sky.
Heading out to the spirit.
And I could just straight up ask what the third initiative is, like the 1,000 Tears, Wings of Devastation. I get to just straight up ask what they
So,
do.
Flame Tyrant, Wings of Devastation, and Thousand Tears aren't of themselves passives, but they are
They're the
passives that
main-
represent the initiative.
Okay. It'd probably be better to ask what the abilities are.
I really don't like the sound of grand rotation.
That was what I was thinking.
Mm.
Was it? All
It
right.
was either that or gasping, praying, and begging.
Hmm.
I don't like the exhausted purple one.
You.
Thank you for your
Materials-
input, Matheria.
Yeah, thank you, Materia.
Well, I think you should choose that one.
Blessings of Matheria be upon thee.
Let's do gasping, praying, and begging.
Gasping, praying, and begging. So be it.
Hello?
Hmm?
Okay, it's not just me. I didn't drop or something. There was sudden
You're fine.
absolute silence. I was like, no, my greatest fear, dying alone in silence.
Wow.
Wow.
We're in the same house, though.
Listen, guys, I got triggered there for a second. It's fine. I'm all
Leave
good.
me alone.
I'm
Listen, that's a warrior's death. Very peaceful, dog.
okay.
Ugh.
Yeah. I intend to die flying a biplane upside down through a barn. Thank you very much.
Weirdly specific, but
Have you seen the movie Secondhand Lines?
Yeah.
That's exactly how I intend to go out.
You want another movie to cry to, Merciless? Secondhand
Oh,
Lines
man.
is a good one.
Secondhand Lions, that's a movie to cry to. Go get you some of that. You'll see me as an old man in that movie.
I see you dying with a great axe in your hand, Waymaker.
Dude, yeah, as long as I'm in a biplane upside down through a barn with a great axe in my hand, sure.
And It's strapped to the front of the plane right behind the propeller.
It is. I'll have figured out a repeating battle axe launcher to mount to the front by then.
Gesundheit or something.
I got him.
Yeah, instead of the A10 shooting the you don't have a Galio Avenger launcher.
Right.
You have the Great Edge launcher. All right.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Had to make sure it was ready. Here you go. Gasping, praying, and begging does the following. This creature's enemies have disadvantage on saving throws, attack rolls, skill checks, ability checks, and dispel checks if they are bloodied or lower in hit points. The following ability is only available to use when at least 2 enemies are at bloodied hit points or lower. Action. All enemies within 30 feet must make a DC 23 Constitution saving throw or be stunned and frightened for 1 round.
EC 23. Fuck.
Lovely.
Damn.
All right.
Now, bloodied is half?
Bloodied is half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, being stunned and frightened is kind of silly because you can't move. So I mean, you're frightened, but you can't.
But you might be immune to one and not the other.
That's right.
Or, or more importantly, if you get hit with one, players can only generally remove one of them at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Last in grit.
Okay. We'll see how long that lasts.
You can do that a couple of times.
Long enough to kill you.
Okay, so now that you've identified that, that will trigger something.
Right?
It becomes a demon. Stab him!
So, whenever a martial check is performed against this creature, due to one of its traits, which is Showboater, its weapons are automatically identified, or at least they are named. So, its sword is Story Ender, and its whip is Coward Finder.
Cool names. Guys, this guy names his weapons. He's a nerd.
So,
I'm
there you go.
Stab him with the sword. I'm gonna stab him with the sword.
That's what you get to know.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Let me check one more thing. Oh, that's right. Showboater also reveals HP. Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, okay.
Well, it's
Guys,
this guy has a lot going on. So
guys, he's mooning him. He's showing all of his HP.
Ridaman staring directly into his ass.
My.
Straight in.
Jesus.
Azingodin has a maximum hit point pool of 750 hit points.
He's a
Big
big
lad.
boy.
That's a thick boy.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Like, a lot.
I could do half that in a single round.
Can you?
If you're ever standing long enough to do it, Gideon.
Can you, though?
He's a fiend.
Yeah.
He takes extra radiant damage. So yeah.
Look, the
Oh,
wisest
yeah.
thing.
That's right.
The wisest
Maybe.
thing would
Who
be to
knows?
avoid him
They're-
entirely.
There were undead that were immune to radiant. Maybe there's some demons immune to radiant as well.
That
And then
Probably several.
Or
That would
demons
be
that just don't
silly.
interact with Radiant one way or the other.
that would also be silly.
it's the reason you need to hit level 9 there, Farryn.
Or
Wow.
maybe demons that have Unholy Smite and hit the paladin.
That
Yeah.
would be silly too. All of the above are silly.
Oh, goodness.
Unholy paladins. They do exist.
Well, with this knowledge in our belts, are we packing?
Does anything happen to Flo Arcadum before I come out
No.
of this? Okay, cool.
He explodes. That's too bad.
he goes to turn around and tell you guys and blows up.
Like pats himself a couple of times.
I don't feel so good. It just blows up.
Mr. Taro, I don't feel so good.
I have news about that. What the fuck? I have news about that creature y'all were talking about.
What did you learn, Flo?
I learned about Did I get to know? I know his. Do I know his type? Obviously, or maybe not obviously from that interaction, Arcadum.
He is a fiend. His subtype is he is a Baylor.
Nice.
Oh, fucking Baylor.
I learned that it's a Baylor that y'all were looking at, and he is a fiend. He has a lot of. I don't know. I mean, I can't accept. He's very healthy. He would be hard to kill. He has an ability that he can use. That the more we get hit, the more likely we are to be stunned or scared in battle. Of course, not me, but I don't know. I can't speak for y'all. Outside of that, I'd have to get a closer look at him, gauge him with my peepers a little while longer.
Well, if he's going in our direction, if we can stay off of his radar and keep him within yours, then we can probably learn more as we go.
With our luck,
Are really active at this point in time.
Well, thank you for the knowledge that you did gain from him. It'll be put to good use.
No.
Arcadum question for mechanics wise, because I don't want to. What I have known that he has 3 initiatives. In that, and so would it be fair to explain to them in character that he can he can attack like really fast before we can attack him?
You would explain that as he has sufficient strength as to be a challenge for us all.
He is a very worthy adversary.
Villain initiative. Multiple initiatives are best described as simply an enemy that can fight armies or things like that, right?
Okay.
It's not necessarily speed.
Okay, cool. I wanted to explain it the best in character.
Yeah.
He has the strength to take on an army of his own on his own. If we run in to fight this creature, we better put it all on the line.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but if he is blocking our quarry, we may have no other choice.
I know
that's
it's
weeks
rather...
out.
I would prefer not to fight anything, as always. I really dislike getting into combat situations. But we'll see when we get there.
Are we heading out then? Is everybody eating up and all good?
I'm ready when you are.
And he
Same
will see
here,
the
I'm
food.
ready.
He will see the food. Thank you, Brother Gideon, for this food. And just scarf it down at lightning speed. Scrumptious.
You're welcome.
Make an insight check. Did anyone call it scrumptious?
Yeah, no, I'm inciting that.
I don't need to. I know it's not good.
This man has no palate whatsoever, but I'm keeping that to myself. I believe that he thinks it's scrumptious. I just think
You could tell
something is wrong with him.
He does not want to offend Gideon.
He ate the food. He knows it's not scrumptious. He's not offended.
But if we're gonna go, I want to stealth check before we head out. So let me know.
We must gather our party.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Are we gathering up here? Okay.
You must gather. You must gather your party before venturing forth. I will move the sickly lady.
Captain.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh,
You're
pardon
good.
me. I'm quite sick. Looks like I'll be playing Farryn today.
Okay, let me roll the stealth check
Pip
before we
pip
head out.
the doodly doo.
Gideon, do me a favor. Carry my things, please.
No,
That's a good lad.
you will not carry any of my things, Gideon. You're about as trustworthy as a earthworm shitting itself.
I don't know what that has to do
Farryn
with
doesn't
trust, but
trust-
okay.
Farryn
It's
doesn't
only
trust.
that's only half
right,
as savage
right.
as Farryn.
Hold on, what's it? Essy. Gideon, you're about as worthless as fake breasts on a dead pig.
There you go.
There you
Wow.
go. Yes.
Farryn
what a
approved.
lovely image that is.
You actual troglodyte. Oh my goodness.
Just got a drink of that. Oh god, it's him.
You
It's he.
walking parental disappointment.
One
I
of
think
the-
I've cloaked us fairly well as we go through the waste.
Nah, he does now.
I have to reveal husband knowledge at this point. That was a pity laugh.
That was a pity laugh?
What?
Yeah. You gotta work on those a little more. She didn't cackle enough. No.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. More savage, Arcadum.
You
More.
don't think I'm funny, do you, Essy?
Well, I do usually.
Okay.
But I honestly can't remember what the joke was that I just laughed at.
She's using in IRL cutting words. That was crazy.
Oh!
I do usually is crazy.
I don't mean it in a bad way.
Okay.
That's
fine.
rough.
I'll
I'm
remember
just
that next
saying what the answer to the question is. I'm
time.
sorry.
Give me fucking survival checks.
Okay. Oh wait, I can do that.
Man.
Yay, I did it.
Yay!
Oh my
You
god.
rolled a 3 at advantage.
A 1
My
and a
God.
2.
Oof.
Are these advanced checks or normal?
Advance.
I'm sick.
Just Farryn.
No, the corruption's getting to her. No.
No.
All right.
Man.
So from this point forward, you guys are basically going to be walking through the marshalling lines of demons. The likelihood of you encountering demons is even higher than normal in the Demon Wastes, just to let you guys know. Your higher stealth roll, which is pretty good, means that I'll be able to give you a lot of advantages there, but understand that there are some instances that you're not going to be able to stealth through, like a wide open, flat space with no cover, for example. Here we go.
Nice.
I want to roll nasty for stealth once.
Survival checks, please.
Let's go flow.
I know the way.
Survival checks.
Come on, one more 19. Ah.
I think we're walking in circles. We haven't made any progress.
But you're the one leading us in circles.
I know.
If you know, then stop.
I can't.
Do you guys know that's like one of my biggest pet peeves? Is when you point out something to somebody and they say, "Oh, I know. That's what I meant." It's like, no, it isn't.
Hey.
I try to hold it in when people say it. But when people say it, like in my mind's eye, in the midst of, in the center of my eightfold fence, in my heart of hearts, I'm going, bullshit.
Guys, you
I
know
know
what this
Arcadum.
means? You know what this means? It means that he loves us. We're within the eightfold fence of his heart for him to tell us.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know
is
what heart
love.
is. I'm such a cold human being. Or did I know what heart
He
is?
doesn't know.
I don't
He'll
know
know
what heart
Sabi.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What have you done?
I don't like that, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I don't get why people were crying at the end of that. It just didn't make sense.
Oh my god! I can't escape!
I just don't get it, you know. I only really
Essy explained it to me. I get it now. I get it. I get it.
You made a what do you call a marking memory? What is that called?
A core memory.
A core memory. Yes. Now it's within all of us.
I asked one question and I'm flamed for it for months.
Forever.
That's how it goes.
For months.
That's how it goes.
I love it though.
Well, I heard it once, and it haunts me, even in my dreams.
Perfect. That means I'm living rent free in your head with utilities.
You fucking man. God. You look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was taking himself too seriously.
This is true. This is what I tell. I look like the Michelin Man.
I wear
wore
body armor.
I do.
I
carry a gun
holster.
too.
I have a new holster.
I do. Did you like it?
So there is an entire flock of demons flying overhead. Hundreds of imps are flying overhead and nearby. The cover up ahead is sparse and not exactly ideal. You can attempt to cross and continue forward, or you can hide in the current crags that you are taking refuge in the hopes that the swarm will pass. What would you like to do?
You can hide, but they are just imps. He'll whisper to Farryn.
Still, preserving resources is preserving resources. I would rather wait it out, at least for an hour or two.
Enough. He will grip his hammer and look up to the sky.
It's not their power that will kill us, it's their sheer number.
Precisely.
100 ants is still ants at the end of the day.
And every fight we can avoid is resources we can use if we have to. So hide it is.
We hide.
Me hide.
You sound like a donkey. He hide.
We hide for an hour or two to see if this.
Oh, I was muted this whole time. I was making donkey noises and everything. Fuck. Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
My humor!
My jokes ruined. We at the Glory Stream really enjoy having our players and support each other and love each other very much. Everything that I said to Merciless earlier was obviously in jest.
Obviously.
We have pictures of us hugging. I love this, man.
Merciless is our favorite player in this party. He just is.
Yeah.
What? No, please.
Listen to him be flabbergasted at this news.
I'll start to cry.
As if he didn't know.
Merciless, you know how guys are. We gotta beat the shit out of each other, become friends. That's why we keep beating up your characters. We like you the best.
Right.
This sounds like Mulan, kind of like.
Yeah, exactly. Damonku. Yeah, there you go. Damonku.
Yeah, Damonku.
Yeah.
This is me being your friend, Damonku.
Damonku.
Okay. Please stop. No.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
The party decides to wait it out. Make me a stealth check.
Roll
The villain laugh.
I'm calling it right now.
No, we ain't. You gotta believe. Yeah.
Okay, let's see how long it takes for the storm to pass.
We become one with the rocks. Wicked advantage, right? I like the 96s and 98s.
An entire day will pass before finally the imps no longer fill the sky.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's a lot of guys.
Imagine if we tried to fight those guys.
I definitely think we could have taken them anyway, but we're here. I can feel it all.
Certainly more than you hear about in the reports.
Again, just ants. But anyways, I digress. Shall we continue in our trek?
Mr. Flo, I presume you've never been swarmed by ants.
Well, it's not even just that. It's they can fly. And I believe only a select few of us are actually equipped to deal with that.
I think it's just me.
I can throw hammers and jump.
Well,
I
me
ain't
and
worried about no
Captain
wings.
Fish
Okay.
have arrows. We can
Boys.
fly enemies.
Stop flexing your demon fighting hammers. We should probably get on the move.
Just, to keep track, were we able to rest during this time, or do we need
Yeah.
to rest now?
You're
Okay.
able to rest.
So we've rested, we've eaten, we've done all the things, fa
Yep.
la la. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Moving on then.
Like each survival check is a rest period.
Yeah, each set of survival checks represents a day.
Oh, wow.
It's been a number of days, and I have 4 exposure. Will that have gone away by now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just for keeping track, we're using Gideon's thing every meal
Yes.
time, right? Alright,
Yeah,
great.
every dinner time I create more food. And
Good.
Survival
As
check,
long as
please.
it's not dairy, all great.
Gideon
no,
needs to
it-
summon
it
a
is
giant
only
cheese that holds
food and water, not gallons of milk, unfortunately.
Hey, giant cheese is food.
Skyrim taught
In and
us
out of
that.
character, I love milk.
Okay.
I love lamp.
I'm currently eating ice cream, but that doesn't mean that my character would.
Do you actually love lamp, Rick? I love lamp.
I love lamp. I love desk.
Survival check.
I am part moth. I love lamp.
Damn.
I really hope
This
this inflicts my if we get into combat, because dude, I've been rolling fucking crazy on this survival.
Nah, you're just gonna be rolling.
Look, we all have.
ones on your.
Oh, dude, I rolled 2 nat 20s for survival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
today is definitely your day for the crits. Goodness.
Crit.
Oh yeah, I've rolled crits for survival and checking out the demon, dude.
I mean, it's not hard to roll a crit.
Oh gosh, another one.
Yeah, but it was only 1-1, not 2-1. So.
That's true, but still.
Okay. Survival checks.
The 97 offset it. That's fine.
Alright.
Another set? Oh god, please no. Okay, not terrible. I think it's less than a 15, and we're like, you're lost. And I'm like, oh, okay.
We're doing surprisingly well, but following in the wake of a giant army, I think it would be really hard to get lost.
You would be surprised.
They're going right where we are, probably.
You are assuming that the demons are going in the right direction.
Hey,
Well, I guess led by a Joker clown, maybe not.
when you get to about here, I need you all to make me perception checks.
I'm not good at that. Wait, never mind. I lied. We found a giant M.
Oh!
Okay,
Been
when you
walking
get to
through.
about this point, you come to a large ravine. In the midst of that ravine, you can see that there appears to be a ritual. Within the center of that ritual, you can see several individuals strung up and tied to stakes, leaning across each other over an unlit pit fire. The people are currently still alive and are screaming and crying out, or they are quietly weeping.
Marshal check if they're Mytharians.
Why?
The people who are strung up,
Yeah.
you have no way of knowing that from this distance.
Fuck. They're not Mytharians. They can burn. I don't care.
Are you?
Look, these are people. Mytharian or not.
Hey,
They-
listen.
they don't
We got a
deserve
mission
this.
to do, and they ain't Mytharians. Hey, not my problem.
Everyone,
Stop us from not helping Mytharians leaving the city.
all Corvins
And
are
even if
Mytharians.
we Gideon, here's the thing. Even if we save him, what the fuck are we gonna do with him? We're in the middle of the demon waste.
I didn't say we have to save them. I'm just saying just because they're not Mytharians doesn't mean they're not worth saving.
Even the hounds agree. You feed it to them. The dogs seem hungry.
As much as I hate to say it and agree with, Flo is probably right. Not that they aren't worth saving, just
Again,
they're not.
We can't save them.
Yes.
We're not in a position to.
Aye, our task is too great. We cannot divert now.
I repair his scales.
Every fight we avoid, remember?
If we were to save them, a demon could come by, find them gone. Then there will be even more trouble. Either we're searching for them. They might stumble upon us in the process.
I'm agreeing with y'all. You don't need to justify it.
Flo, Ridaman will
Just
start
move
to
on.
hum "Burn, Baby, Burn" as you guys talk.
So we move on.
Unfortunately, but yes.
So be it. You leave the mysterious strangers and their demonic tormentors to their fate. Survival checks, please.
Oh,
Hey.
love that. 16, 17, 18. Does that mean we win a jackpot? Excalibur falls from the sky. We now get to wield the legendary weapon.
Hardening my heart.
Okay. Clear days are quite rare in the Demon Wastes, but today the smell of sulfur has diminished somewhat. The storms have passed, and the air feels new, despite its corruption. You found a shortcut.
Heyo.
Hey.
Hooray!
Let's see here.
Ole, 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 ole.
Look,
Everyone,
Farryn, she's right there.
keeping an eye on your rations. Please let everyone know when you get down to around 10 days worth.
Well, but we're not doing rations, we're eating Gideon's food.
Every day?
Well,
Yes.
he needs 45
No,
pounds.
it's free
rock
cast.
on. Let me put
Yeah.
those back then, because I've been
Yeah.
counting.
Yeah, that's why
that
I've
was
been
the whole
asking
point
about
of
it.
me doing this. Is so we didn't waste rations.
Okay,
Pay
good.
attention, hun.
I thought I was. I was paying such good attention.
Yo, I have 8 rations. I haven't touched a lick of them since he's like, "Oh, I'm making food. Sounds good,
Like,
Chief."
Unless we get in a fight and he's like burned all his spell slots,
Yeah.
Okay.
he just gets the free cast.
Survival checks, please.
Batman's got you.
As you travel through the Demon Wastes, up ahead what we see in front of you is a strange, gnarled tree. It seems that flesh is growing on it instead of bark. 3 skulls radiated with magic can be seen. One has the skull of the mouth open, the other has it closed, and the other is cracked down the middle.
Are there any, demons and creatures around it? Or just a strange tree with skulls?
Sorry, I was reading something. What'd you say?
Is it just a tree with skulls, or are there like creatures
a
and
tree
demon
with
things
3
around?
skulls. There does not appear to be any creatures around it.
Huh, that's strange.
May I bother to cut in? If it's a magic tree, we could always... The skulls look like they've been used. We could probably just dispel magic the last skull, and maybe the tree will just die.
Is there anything written there in that demonic language you know, Mr. Flo?
Oh yeah. Is there any? Let me see exactly is there anything written in Deep Speech or Wicked that I could see?
There is no text written on anything, but before that, are you going to approach it or pass by?
The sounds of it, we're going to approach it.
Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna approach it.
Are we that curious?
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while you guys decide that.
Okay.
Are we fucking with the tree or not?
I mean, I wouldn't.
I mean,
Does it
know on that?
reason to.
Yeah, does it feel like there's something good that we would get out of it? I don't think anything in the Demon Waste is going to be good for us.
I think if we just cast a spell magic, kill the tree, we can probably get something cool out of it, but that's...
Well,
Because, like, two of the faces are cracked, there's only one left. Dispel magic on that thing is probably the life force of the tree.
We'll just cast Dispel Magic, won't we?
one is open, one is cracked, and one is closed. I don't think that implies that two of them are broken and we only have one to work with. The other thing is you're assuming that it will be a good reward. It could be something that is sealed in place. Think Hexus from Fern Gully, right? And cracking it open with Dispel will cause a worse problem.
It could release a demon.
It could. It could be something way harder than we expected.
It could give us a pet! Who knows?
It could. I mean...
A demon
Look, the demon
pet?
army already had pets for us. It was those dogs with a bunch of teeth on them.
With those
Yeah,
teeth.
but we could get our own Mythos.
He doesn't
Hearing
want
all that, Galdren
Think,
puts his axe
Mythos,
down, right? I'm
think.
not gonna do that.
What do you want, Gold?
You're open to that?
No, Galdren puts his axe down. He's like thinking to himself, "Oh, I was gonna chop it down, but all right, I'm not gonna do all that then."
Hmm.
You don't want to release what's ever inside, Galdren.
Hey, this place is all fucked.
Through my travels, I've heard a lot about the Demon Waste. I'm good with either approaching it, seeing what the fuck is up with that abomination of a tree, possibly fucking with the magic of the tree. I'm also completely good with us, wheeling our little happy asses around and doing whatever.
Part of me kind of agrees with Flo that we should investigate it. Simply for the fact that this is the Demon Waste. We don't actually know a lot about it, except that it is corrupted. If an unguarded piece of corruption like this could be dispelled or changed in some way, you never know. It might be the beginnings of something good.
And any kind of knowledge that we can gain would be helpful.
I agree on that, but
Knowledge
Soon
is
as you
mighty
do that-
weapon.
It
If
could
you do
also...
that though, they're gonna know,
Hmm.
right?
More
We
likely.
study
Maybe.
it first, and then decide on whether or not to use magic on it. I'm not just going to walk up to it and dispel it before checking it first.
And unlike the previous situation we encountered, this one is unguarded.
Well, that
Well-
we can tell.
True.
But
We could always look, and if it doesn't seem like it'll be useful, we can just pass by.
this is where more training would have come in greater use to all of you. Think of it like an inquisitor would. Follow me through, It could be unguarded because it is of such power that it does not need a guard. It in itself is capable of taking on whatever comes its way. It could be unguarded because even this area is so far corrupted, it is stronger than even any demon could withstand. Potentially, playing devil's advocate here, yes?
Or it could be unguarded because it's a ward against demons that has been here since the beginning. Who knows?
I doubt it.
It's a fleshy skull tree, Gideon. I doubt it's a ward against demons.
So, when it comes to magic, most magic that I have observed in my several centuries of life has some sort of area of effect. It could be that if you even attempt to go closer to it, you set it off. Perhaps it's a sentinel, and it is merely waiting for prey to get close, and then it would alert everything within the area. We don't know. Unless you have some way of knowing from, I would say, a far enough distance. Well, best not to chance it.
I think we should look closer. Even if we decide not to try anything, or investigate it very directly, I think we don't know anything about this place.
Did you miss what I said about areas?
I understood. I understand the risks, which is why I'm hesitant, but at the same time, our very being in the Demon Wastes at all is a risk.
Do you have a way to detect if it has been magically trapped?
Let me think.
Let me look at my character sheet real quick.
Yes.
Unless someone can present a way to prove that the surrounding area is not going to alert anything or trap us all,
I'm back.
then the
I do
smartest
not have a way of detecting that. If it seems like it would be doing something like that, though, I have a few methods of potentially stopping it.
list them.
Well, I can dispel, and I also have Apostate's Bane, which is a counterspell.
Does anyone else have any means to tell whether or not there's an area around the tree?
I do not. At least not from a safe distance.
I mean,
Mr. Flo,
sense
how
on
close
those
would you need
objects.
to be? How close would you need to be to sense whether that tree is alive in some way?
Mr. Flo
Mr. Flo?
snaps fingers into
sorry.
his face.
Oh my god! Wait! Sorry, I was
Raisin Bavaria.
out of character. I was muted. My bad.
Oh, you're good.
I was. I got a quick phone call and forgot to unmute my mic when y'all were talking to me. I didn't.
Do you want
I
to
don't
try
have-
and...
You want to fuck with a tree, right? Or something to mess with magic?
Well, we're
Well,
trying to see if you can tell if the area around the tree has been magically trapped. Like, if we walk into it, is it going to set off an alarm? Is it going to trap us? So on and so
Or
forth.
if you can essentially long-range martial check this tree. If that
I
matters.
can't martial. Probably an Arcana check. I can do above character. I can I have the mastery of investigation, so I can see what's gone on to the area. I can do that.
Which means we'd have to get closer.
Correct. So, but I can only do stuff when I'm up close to it.
In that case, if you're absolutely bent on throwing your caution to the wind, I suggest going one at a time. If something unfortunate were to happen, then at least the rest of us would either be able to move on, or hopefully prevent it from getting out of hand.
I disagree entirely. I think that anytime we split our forces in the Demon Waste is a recipe for disaster. Either we go all together or we don't go at all.
I will have to agree with Ginny on that one. I believe we should go up to it together. Because we all cover for each other's shortcomings in different areas. Going up to it alone would be a foolishness. I didn't tell you what.
Farryn looks exasperated up
Mr.
at the
Gideon,
sky.
Mr. Galdren, what do you two think?
The knowledge that we could gain from it might be helpful. It might not. I don't know how it could be. So
We don't even know what it is.
I know, but I'm more inclined to agree with Farryn on this. But I'm not against gaining more knowledge. about anything in the wastes. Who knows? It could have something that could be useful.
If we
But
were
it's a big
to,
it's big risk.
if you're to put in your vote, let it be with confidence. If you're not confident about it, we'll say no. Galdren,
My
you
vote is
seemed
with Farryn.
eager.
Honestly, when looking at it now, this is... Well, for one, it don't look right. It looks evil as shit. And that doesn't sit right with me. I vote it's not middle at all.
Ah, well, that's surprising. In that case, I believe, Flo, you and I are outnumbered.
Like I said, I'm good with either whatever we want to do, truthfully.
I will resettle my pack and get ready to move out. Suppose we leave it then.
Sounds good to me.
One more perception check.
Okay. Guess I'm the only one that sees it.
We
Holy shit.
nice.
Yeah, someone rolled above a 20.
I almost rolled a natural 20, bro. I rolled a 19.
Well, Ridaman, you notice that within the tree, almost embedded on the inside, there appears to be shining silver and gold, possibly even more.
Inside, before we go anywhere, inside the tree, there appears to be, from what I see, is shining silver, gold, and other fantastical items, or something else is in there.
Are you normally baited by riches, Mr. Ridaman?
It is one of the oldest traps in the book.
Well, shining silver and gold could actually be weapons as much as it could be money or coin.
Could have been sealed away so it doesn't come back
Or-
to demon waste.
Now that you mention that, Gideon and Flo, maybe Mytharian artifacts sealed by demons or something?
That is entirely possible for what we know now.
Now I want to go more, but I know we've already voted on this. Has anyone changed their mind?
Those are Mytharian artifacts. We should at least take a look of it.
Well, now that we know that there's possibly something inside it that could be of use, it doesn't hurt to try.
Oh,
Right,
would
that's
walk
the
into a...
answer.
Oh my goodness. You all would walk into a mirage if given the chance, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, cautiously.
Captain, we did go through a lot of resources with that bloody ambush. If there's anything that could help us, then I hate to say it, but we may take the risk for this.
And
All
if
right.
when you get there it turns to be gold-colored rocks, what then?
Then we leave, and we have spent nothing getting it,
Oh,
Yes,
except time.
at this point I am being outvoted, no?
indeed. I suppose we'll divert towards the tree then. Mr. Flo, if you would lead the way.
So
I'll
be it.
lead the way. Arcadum, when I get close enough to the tree to make one, I would like to make an investigation check.
Sure.
I don't know if that passes or not, but I would like to use the mastery.
Okay.
Neat.
I forget the name of it, but it's like scene recreation. Just like the games.
Do you have mastery?
I do indeed.
Okay. As you gaze upon this tree, you feel a strange tickling in the back of your head.
It's me. Haha.
I giggle shits.
It's giggle shit. Tickle.
Oh, please be the Joker. Oh,
Giggles and
God.
shits.
And so, the world around you begins to fade.
Oh.
You see it then. Travelers standing before the tree. Each one speaking to it. Each one responding to it. You see the branches move, and from it spills forth gold and jewels. You see the branches spring forth. People, gasping and choking, hang from its branches. You see it slowly rise as its roots, like many legs, carry it to a new place to hunt.
Anything else?
That's it.
He will stand up and throw his hands out to stop his party. Stop. Don't move anymore.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, fuck.
Is it
What I
poisonous?
show-
No.
No. What I saw in my vision is travelers speaking to the tree, giving it what they want, gold, jewels. Then it snatched them up, rose from the ground, and traveled somewhere else to hunt. It gets what people desire. It takes their souls and their bodies instead. This is a creature. If we want to fight what's within, we can. If not, we best move along.
Oh, it is a trap.
I feel quite justified in saying, I told you so.
The earth cracks.
Too
As you
late.
should.
Roots slowly uncoil as the great treant rises and turns its trunk towards you. It speaks in a voice broken and groaning. We do not take. The skulls speak as one. We offer a choice, a challenge. Speak right what is offered.
What is your challenge,
Your
tree?
reward shall be great. Speak wrong, and your head shall join our bows and branches.
Interesting. More curious. What is your challenge, tree?
Step forth, and we shall ask of thee questions 3. For each answer, a reward greater with each. But to fail is punishment.
Right. So it's going to give us riddles and then reward us if we get the riddle right. I think it is time for us to go.
If we work with it as a group, we can do this together.
To what end? What kind of reward would be?
The punishment
Weapons,
is probably
gold,
death.
whatever we want. What it seems like it.
I don't think it's worth the risk.
The creature will open its trunk, revealing the wealth and treasure inside. Within it, you see gold and jewels, weapons and shields. You also see a regalia denoting the Church of Light.
Oh,
Some Thirain artifact in there.
I was right.
We need to do this.
We already
Yes,
have
we
a
do.
Thirain artifact.
We can't let this Thirain artifact stay in here. We need to do this.
Enough of them are missing as is. I agree.
well, quick question, Arcadum. Because you said Church of Light. Is that
Yep.
like Matheria Church or like the old Church of Light?
From the original.
The religion that Matheria was a part of before her ascension.
So
We
this
thus-
is old.
So it's not even a Thirain artifact.
Is that
It is. It's related.
well? I don't know. In our education system, would we know that?
No, you just think it's Matherian.
Okay, so it's similar
Matherian.
enough that it would be recognized as Matherian.
Okay.
Obviously, Matherian.
Something is off about that. I'm not sure. It does look like an artifact. One possibly graced by Matheria's light, but it doesn't feel right. Something is different about it. And then he will look to the group and just let them. I mean, if we're going in, we're going in.
I'm stepping up.
He will step up with Ginny.
Galdren will step behind them.
All right, who's in and who's out?
Roll her eyes.
Mythos will position himself between the captain and the others, but if they're moving forward, he's moving with them.
Mr. Tree, if I may ask, are these riddles allowed to be answered by any of us? What are the rules, per se, of your
Together.
challenge?
You take the challenge. You share in reward and punishment.
So either we all get rewarded or we all die.
Is it worth the risk? Or is our current objective worth more than one wayward artifact?
We have one artifact that is allowing us to make the trip at all. If we can get another, then perhaps it's not as hopeless of a suicide mission as we thought.
And if the tree receives our artifact instead, and we fail in our quest?
Then we were not worthy to be chosen by Matheria in the first place.
Could not have said it better than myself.
Don't forget, Matheria did not choose us for this.
She would have. You have to have faith, Farryn.
I have plenty of that, Genevieve. But I also have, brains.
Well, then I guess
Well,
we're
to
going to
be
be
fair,
looking
if
for
it is
you
a
for
riddle
the
and
solutions.
the others are dead set on it, brains is what this group is going to need.
It's your call, Captain. I'll support any decision you make.
Change of pace. I don't feel confident making a decision like that currently because I'm sick. So yeah, whatever. We
Flip coin, yay!
I mean, 3 people stepped forward. 3.5.
3.5.
I think Galdren stepped up with us, so the only 2 people left were Farryn
And Gideon.
and Gideon.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I said 3.5.
So Gideon and Farryn do not step forward.
Are you
Like,
guys
we've
choosing?
been-
Essy,
Well,
are you staying out of it or are you joining us?
No, if the rest of the team is going, Farryn would go too, because A, she knows she can't go through the demon waste alone, so if you all die to a tree, she's kind of stuck anyways. And B, Gideon or Genevieve, somebody like 2 minutes ago said it really well. Brains are what's needed. Despite me not having a brain today,
I think that was
And
Mythos.
3, there ain't no way you're gonna let that halfling do it, and you're not that.
Exactly. No way is Genevieve claiming any of this glory, or Flo for that matter. Yuck. So, like, yeah,
Peer
I mean,
pressure.
if everyone is going, we're going.
Renegade for life.
All right.
Renegade for life.
All in.
I guess we're all in.
God, I love sick Essy voice, dude. Let's fucking go, dude. That's a renegade for life. I'm like, that's my fucking girl, dude. Let's go. Ugh. Good stuff.
Next.
The one thing I was never looking forward to, Arcadum riddles.
Baby, I always want to take part in one.
Those are great.
I've barely done them. Like
I know. Don't get me wrong. Like, they're awesome to watch, but I suck at riddles. So it like that was like the bane that I was not looking forward to.
Yeah, wasn't Rhea asked like what the names of the three kings cities are or whatever, and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm usually very good with riddles, but today is not that day.
It'll be fine.
all right,
I
here we go.
can string a sentence together.
So, to be clear, you guys can talk as much as you want. However, you must choose one of you to be the person who answers for the group to the tree. Who is that going to be?
Uh-oh. Is it me because I'm captain?
I will
the
do
tree,
it,
though.
Captain, if you want.
Ugh.
So we'll stare at daggers at you.
If
I can answer if you want to.
Also, ugh.
I'll answer Farryn.
No. My responsibility. Even if you all were the ones to charge ahead, I will take full responsibility for this.
Okay.
All right,
Browns.
you will only have one chance to answer each riddle. So discuss amongst yourselves, and when you think you know which one you know the answer, Farryn, you will say tree. The answer is, and then you speak the answer. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I will accept no other answer that is blurted out, yelled, that is not spoken by Farryn, just to be clear.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Agree to your terms, tree.
Here we go. Been a while since I've done these.
Yeah.
God, how long
Glorious
has it
suck,
been?
boys. A long time.
All right, here we go. White and empty, my thoughts do reside. I might have answered, but I haven't the time. What am I?
Oh no.
White and empty thoughts.
Someone writing.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
write it down. Say it again.
I'll put it in your notes. Don't worry.
Oh,
Thank
please.
you.
Thank you.
White and empty, my thoughts do reside. I might have answered, but I haven't the time.
Initially, I would think a skull.
That's actually kind of cool. Because
Interesting.
they are white, empty, and it's a head, so thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
They're dead, so there's no time. Caped over here. I'm not good at riddles. Give the first good answer.
I'm just trying to
Look,
brainstorm.
he's on a
possible
better
things.
track than I am because I was thinking something with an egg and a clock.
Mhm.
With an egg
Okay.
and a clock.
Share your screen in your Discord right now. Just kidding.
What? You know what? Fine. Okay.
I don't care.
An egg? Well, if it was an egg.
Eggs aren't
No.
Aren't
Less
empty.
good. Very full.
Eggs lead to birds. There are birds and clocks, like a cuckoo clock. But
What?
What else?
no.
Stay on track.
I don't know. I would have answered, but haven't the time.
I mean, I can't think of anything better than
Could
skull.
it be a broken clock? White and
Explain.
empty thoughts do reside. So broken clock doesn't have the time.
Yeah, but what thoughts do a clock have?
The gears, the gears wouldn't be resemble with thoughts.
And not every clock has to be white.
Clock has to be white. Do you think it is some sort of play on words specifically relating to Corvanus? Like
Not
the
I
endless
don't
white
think
or
so.
something.
I don't think so. I think this is just one of those riddles that Arcadum has come up with. Nothing pertaining towards like the actual story or anything. It's just a normal riddle that you would hear out in the world.
Well, in the verisimilitude, like it's the answer isn't car or some shit that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't think of anything better than Skull. I think Caped is right.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much right on the money.
I mean, Skull works like the best for the first part, but it's the second part that throws me off.
I mean, it works for
it works for that
part
too, because normally, the skull, you would have thoughts because your brain is there. Once you're dead, you can't answer because your time is up.
Also, this tree is covered in skulls, so...
There's only 3 of
It's
them.
also true.
Look, 3 in skulls, 3 is a lot.
Your definition of covered is lacking.
To be fair,
Covered in flesh.
a couple of those skulls would probably cover a lot of her.
Ugh.
Say it, Farryn, tell it. Tell it it's the skulls.
If
or
nobody
a
else
skull.
has another answer, then we can go with that. But
Really can't think of a better one.
Yeah, I think a skull is the best.
I am not capable of thought, but I will answer for you if we're all happy with this answer, if we're willing to take the chance on that.
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm not,
happier
because
with
it's
it
my
than what I
answer.
said.
Super confident in Cape's in Gideon's capabilities to answer riddles.
Yeah, his god's a knowledge god. He knows all the things.
Yeah, he knows these things.
Yeah, pray to your god, Gideon, for the answer.
Lord Runeterrace, answer me. What is the answer to this riddle?
Arcadum.
Figure it out. Or ask a Lockin' High. Praise to a Lockin' High. Figure it out.
I think I would like a rock ballad by the 3 knowledge gods. That would be fun. Anyway.
Well, there is one song that one of them sings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lockin' High ain't nothing but a brain.
Oh, Lockin' High.
Sorry.
Stop getting sidetracked. Focus, please. Focus on.
Essy,
I'd say it's skull.
approacheth the tree.
All right. So Farryn walks up to the tree, and with all the confidence that her 5'1" renegade has always had, she says, "Tree, the answer to the first riddle is a skull."
The skulls look at each other on the branches of the tree, and then one of them opens its mouth and starts to laugh. Correct. It starts to dance. The other skulls look at it and then look back and shake their heads.
I'm sweating over here.
Hey, yo, we started to laugh. I was like, it's over, boys and girls.
I know, right?
Man. That's such low hope in yourself.
Next one. Riddle number 2. Always running, never walking. Might I murmur, never talking. In my bed, but never sleeping. An open mouth, never feeding. Into a giant I am feeding.
River.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard this one all the time.
River.
My dad tells this one. Definitely a river.
I would definitely agree with River.
I
Runs
have
that never
Bed,
walks.
running water
Mm-hmm.
into the ocean.
I have heard the answer also said be brook, but river is the more common of the 2. Are we all agreed?
Yeah, river for sure.
Yes.
Very well then.
Yes.
Facing the tree again with all the 5'1" confidence, she says, "Tree, the answer to the second riddle is a river."
The laughing skull stops and will turn to look at the middle skull. The higher skull looks down at the middle skull. The middle skull will look nervously between the two other skulls, and then will sigh. Correct.
Yeah.
The other two skulls laugh at the middle skull because it was answered so quickly. What an idiot.
There you go.
Hey, I gotta run away. I'm smart.
And now the third and final skull asks you its riddle.
How many fingers am I holding up? Wait a minute.
What is your
Count
favorite
the branches.
How fast does a European sparrow carrying a coconut fly or something?
Oh no.
Please ask me a math question.
What do you mean? An African or a European swallow? What?
Oh,
I don't know that.
Tree gets launched. No, the loot!
Okay. The third skull asks you its questions. Atop a tender strand, folds of light and water, dancing in colored bands, above the earth I dance, till killed by maiden's hand. What am I?
Well, my gut wants to say
I want to say rainbow.
a rainbow, but I
Yeah.
don't know how that fits the beginning or the end of the thing. Riddle.
Top tender strands could just be just high in the sky. Till killed by maiden's hands.
I really want to understand Killed by Maiden's Hand.
Yeah, that's the
That's
tricky
yeah.
part. The Aurora Borealis, like Northern Lights, they have that
The
here in
Aurora
Cologne.
Borealis in your kitchen at this time. Sorry.
Prism, because it's Arcadum, Rainbow, lots of potential answers here.
Yeah, the Northern Lights sounds. Yeah.
But I'm still not sure. Killed by Maiden's Hand.
Maiden's Light Hand? I don't know.
Wait, hold on. It might be light. Because light is what makes the rainbow.
I'll
And
just go away, yeah.
Well,
The maiden being
by
Etheria, maybe
maidens.
the light
but
of
it
Etheria.
says it's folds of light and water. Would the answer really be light if it's in the riddle itself?
Atop a okay. A
you're
strand. A strand is like a string.
Could it also be stars? No, because stars
no.
are water.
Dancing in colored bands.
But rainbows don't dance. Northern Lights do. But Killed by Maiden's Hand.
The ley lines?
By maidens.
Well, there could be.
What are things that maidens kill?
What an odd question, Genevieve.
I mean, if it's
I'm
not
trying
rainbow,
to think.
the only other thing that I can think of that dances in the sky are birds, clouds.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. What about the ley lines? They are strands. They could be.
Yeah, but
They're
those
not-
are those are in the earth, not above it.
Yeah.
No.
They're also not light or water or colored, as far as I know.
I think it's just blue.
Clouds is a good
Interesting.
answer because there are different colors of clouds.
They don't.
Maidens don't kill clouds.
The colored bands wouldn't work for clouds, though, because they're
Maidens don't kill rainbows.
white, gray, and black.
Well, unless we're thinking of it correctly, the maidens of Mytheria killing something. And in which case it could be a rainbow. or the Northern Lights.
Well,
Has
I mean,
someone
if you want to go that, like thinking of Mytheria as a maiden, she did betray her group, who were the 7 who were represented of the
Representatives
colors.
of the rainbow.
La, 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 la.
Do we know
All right.
that? Though?
I mean, we don't know that in
All right, I'm
character,
drawing.
out of
I'm
character.
I'm drawing. Hold on, I'm drawing.
I'm drawing. Like, tender strand. Something at top. It's above the earth. Hmm.
Leprechauns go on the rainbow.
Um.
If the Mytherians catch them, they'll kill them because they're different.
Oh my gosh.
Look, I
want to say, I'm still thinking rainbow, man. I think the only thing I really feel strongly about this rainbow, because it fits most
It's
of the
too
tones.
obvious.
I mean, you say that, but I mean, the other
So
ones.
was the river. I mean, they did just give us.
It's not like they were like super like, haha, got you. It was man, because when they're young, they're on 4 legs, and when they're old, then they're on 2, and then it wasn't something like that.
All right, so it sounds like there's a bit of a struggle here. So whenever I do a riddle, I offer this. You can lessen the reward you receive, and I'll give you a hint in exchange.
I want the artifact, dog.
No.
That artifact.
As you wish.
I haven't figured it out yet. Hang on. I like riddles. Riddles are cool.
As you wish.
It's absolutely not rainbow. That's too obvious.
Well,
I mean, you could have said the same thing about the top one being the skull.
yeah.
Same thing with river.
Atop a tender strand?
See, it's the top
feel
and
like
bottom
that-
2 that are getting me, though. Because, like,
Yeah.
that makes me think on top of the rainbow. Like, if we
Something
do the
on
whole
a-
thing.
Something on a string. Something on a stick. Like a balloon? Like a...
Folds of
Clown
light.
balloons.
A bubble?
Mm,
Oh, bubbles have that, like, shiny reflective sheen that makes colors.
They're folds of light. and
Arcadum. That's a pretty good one.
Thank you.
It's light and water.
That's a pretty good one.
It makes a lot of sense now that he says it too.
I think I figured it
On
out.
top of tender strand, how would a bubble...
I'm looking at my stupid sketch that I posted in the
Like,
side
you know, when you
chat.
pull bubbles, it's attached to whatever you use it for. It's that strand until you let it go, and it's killed by maiden's hand. Like people pop bubbles.
Wow.
Or it could be a hot air balloon.
No, I think I know what it is.
Essy doesn't feel bubble. She's not feeling bubble.
You think
well.
you know
Farryn.
what it is?
Farryn,
What?
when you were younger, were you, say when you were a maiden, were you interested in boys at all?
Farryn narrows her eyes. I'm not an old maid yet, Genevieve. I'm still interested in gentlemen.
I'm looking at this drawing in the dirt that I've made with a stick.
Mm-hmm.
How many flowers have you ruined in your day?
Not very many.
Are you
Atop
thinking
a
it's
tender
flowers?
strand. Sure, I think it's a flower. It's on top of a tender strand. There's I mean,
Multiple colors.
I don't know about the light and water might not fit,
Well,
but it's got colors. It's they dance
Flowers
above the
use
earth,
water.
and this is the thing that's got me since the beginning that he said this one. Killed by maiden's hand. Balloons and rainbows and things are not killed by maiden hands.
Yeah.
But flowers are all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
they pluck them and put it in
Yeah,
their
they
ears.
pick 'em.
I'm
Yeah.
a girl, I would know.
in their
Yeah.
ears, Mr. Flo? Behind their ears, not in.
You know what?
Dancing
You
in
know
front of
where
them,
I'm
he
from.
said.
He doesn't know how ears work. You see where his are?
I gotta hear
What?
the colors.
You gotta hear the colors.
Flowers
Yeah,
baller.
I can.
Yeah.
I can
I'm looking at
definitely
my
see
little
flowers for all of
sketch and I'm like, haha, if I put some little floopy doos around that
Because
question
it is
mark.
technically above the earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is. So were we.
technically.
We were thinking in the sky above the earth.
Yeah,
but
It doesn't say
technically-
sky anywhere.
Yeah, it just says above Earth, and I can
This is
be.
true.
And they do dance in the wind, and they
Yeah.
use light and water to grow.
to grow.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know that.
Waymaker pulled it up. It is.
Come on.
It's flower.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
sure
say- I'll
it's
go with
flower.
flower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel so bad if it's not.
It's gonna be hilarious the one time we listen to Ginny and it's wrong.
I know, right?
But
That would be my fate, wouldn't it?
yes, it would, and it would be so fitting. Farryn would glare at you from
Guess,
no end.
guess
I'm bad at
rainbow.
these.
Guess
Yeah.
flower. And if it's rainbow, we jump Waymaker.
Please, the tree can eat me if I'm wrong. Come on.
The tree eats all of us if you're wrong.
Okay.
We throw you in first.
Okay.
I still wouldn't say that I've ruined very many flowers.
Man, I'm shivering. I'm shivering. Come on.
I suppose you do. Are we all agreed? This is the best
Flower.
answer.
Flower.
I've seen
yeah.
many women put
I'm okay with
flowers in their hair. It's very beautiful. Makes me miss my mother. Anyways, I think you should guess flower.
hmm
Delightful anecdote there. Tree. The answer to the third riddle is a flower.
Ginny's heart will stop.
CPR!
If you're talking, you're muted, Arcadum.
Dying.
He's just pausing for dramatic
He's
effect.
calculating.
Stop with the dramatic effect.
I clench my hands.
The two skulls at the bottom turn to look at the skull above. They look at each other and nod and look back to the higher skull. The higher skull looks down upon you, chattering its teeth, as if clapping. Atop a tender strand, folds of light and water, dancing in colored bands. Above the earth I dance, till killed by maiden's hand. And by that slayer's hand, placed on head of hair, I stay there anon, pretty and fair. And with that, the tree will begin to rumble and shake, and its branches and bough bloom into beautiful flowers.
Oh, awesome.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
I will fall on my back.
The tree opens. Gold, jewels, a chest, and a robe will pour forth into the demon wastes. Congratulations! Your party has defeated a lesser hangman's tree.
Oh.
Wow.
Clap.
Yeah.
What was the loot again? Gold, jewels, something, and a robe?
How much
Chest.
There's
gold
a
do you
chest and a robe.
He's got a roll for it, guys.
I like the part where there was more of it, and then it was like, oh, I see it now.
have? There's a robe.
The second half, it was like, oh, it makes way more sense.
Man,
I can't
Yeah.
wear
Still-
I can't.
I'm
We
still
can wear
heavy
robes
breathing.
on top of our clothing, right?
So the three pieces that I spoke there at the end was your hint.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Oh.
Okay.
The extra
Yeah,
bits
I see, yeah.
when he said it
Yeah.
again about the atop
Oh.
the maiden's hair and
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been the hint, and then it would have been obvious.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we didn't go for it. Whew.
God,
I was like,
whoa.
whoa, don't do it.
Great job,
White's
Waymaker.
giant sweat drop. Can I fetch one of those flowers? Will the tree part with a flower?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear a flower in my hair.
So, cool thing about this, I oftentimes just write riddles when I think of them, and I add them to my box of endless riddles,
Yeah.
which is a magic item in my game world. This one's actually kind of special to me,
Yeah.
because I actually wrote it when I was playing, or I was inspired by it, I should say. I didn't write all of it. I kind of got inspired by it, but I got inspired by it while I was playing a Plague's Tale in the Discord when Essy was there. Because I kept picking up flowers and putting them in my hair.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah. I remember that part.
Wow, that's very.
I love it.
And I actually got inspired by it because I don't know if it was Essy that said it, but somebody said, "Man, imagine all the flowers you've killed." And I'm like, "That's a great."
Man, so I'm writing this one down, and I'm putting it in my own DM riddles collection because that's so good.
That is a very good riddle.
Thank you.
Good freaking riddle. Very good.
Yeah, I when I looked it up online, there were some pieces that were there, but I kind of added some other stuff to it. But yeah, can't take all the credit though.
The killed by Maiden's Hand really
It
diverted away. Yeah, I was thinking rainbow right off the bat, but I'm just like, it can't be, Rad, very good.
The cool thing about that line is it's both the smoke screen and it's the narrower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does both. It's very nice.
Very nice.
Because if you get too detracted by thinking of Matherian maidens, you can veer off the trail. But if you
it's like you guys said, you're thinking about rainbows because you're thinking of light and color, right?
Yeah.
So killed by Maiden's Hand is like, oh well, you don't kill a rainbow.
You don't kill a rainbow.
Ladies ain't slaughtering rainbows. Like what?
And the first line.
You could use the hands to cover the
is
eyes
so easy to ignore.
See it.
Maybe not you guys, but my
tender strand.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, haha, upward. It just shoots you upward into the sky, and then you don't think about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta watch out for those.
Good stuff.
Very good.
Yeah, I hit you guys with a funny one, a classic one, and a crafted one.
The river, I do second.
Oh yeah, it's a classic river.
Yeah,
that one's
that's a classic.
That's a classic river.
Yeah.
All right, Arcadum.
I'm just glad we got Skull because that was really good.
What color are this tree's flowers?
I am shocked that I got it.
They are. I actually have a picture for you.
Ooh, yes, excellent.
Now we have to find out how rich we are from this tree, though.
Oh yes, all the riches that we can spend at the town.
I only care about that robe. The rest of it could stay here for all I care.
The flower that the lesser hangman tree has is a wisteria flower.
Ooh.
I fucking love wisteria flowers.
Wistaria's the best.
Which looks
Wisteria
like
flowers are cool as fuck.
It's pretty.
Nice.
Wisteria is the best.
Fine. New art it is.
Done in 5 minutes.
I'll go draw my character even prettier with all these accessories.
They're actually used in the Demon Slayer anime to ward off demons, funny enough.
Man.
That is quite the coincidence.
I know.
What a cool scene.
Farryn's
Very
not
cool.
jealous, but Essy totally is. Your flower in your hair. Cool.
You have flowers in your hair.
Farryn, do you want a flower too?
No, thank you, Gideon.
I don't do that. That's cringe, Gideon. Stop being so cringe.
I will also take a flower.
Flo Ridaman is going to sneak around the backside of the tree and make a flower wreath of the wisteria because it reminds him of his mother, and then place it on his head.
I'm getting flashbacks to playing Plague's Tale and then just hearing Essy, hey, check over there. Yay! Every time I find a flower, she does her little clap.
Yeah.
All right.
Good times.
Let's see this robe. What's its deal?
Yeah, I'm fucking typing it up for you.
I'm looking with my eyes and my soul and my heart.
Farryn is a lonely old lady. Can't accept flowers from someone who's already taken.
You can take a flower yourself.
I can't believe Ginny called you an old maid this episode.
I know, right?
Yeah, what a dick.
You ever pick flowers? No, never.
I don't do that. I'm not old. Okay. I like men, gentlemen, of course.
Flo Ridaman will walk on the backside of the tree and walk out and see everybody. And he's like, y'all like what I made?
Oh my god.
Reminds me of home.
Are you fucking
And
like? Are you got your hands
oh.
behind your back? Like
No, he's wearing it. He's
look at his little flower crown.
You misunderstand. You're wearing your flower crown, but your hands behind your head. You're looking bashfully down while digging your toes into the. Do you cash like what the
Nah, he wouldn't do that. He would just be he takes his hands like dagger points them at his head. You're like,
I'm looking at your flower crown, and then thinking of the single flower I put in my hair. Yeah, that looks great.
Well,
I lie.
I was not expecting this today.
I wonder if Mortimer would have liked it.
well, Mythos will also take it.
He will turn to
No,
Farryn.
Everyone seems to be
Mortimer.
having fun with it.
He will turn to Farryn.
It was for the mission.
What do you what do you think of my crown, Farryn?
I suppose it's well crafted.
Wow.
Well then, would you like your own? I can make you one too.
No, thank you, Mr. Flo.
Alrighty then. Anyone else like one?
I got one for myself already. But
No,
thank you.
no.
I
collected
pass me
some
one. I'm too
flowers
short
well.
for to get them.
I would lie.
We press it sometime in the future.
Sure, Ginny? You only put one in your hair. You sure you don't want a whole wreath of them to
Oh
wear?
boy, time to roll.
Let's go
fine.
loot.
You know what time it is.
Is it time for the
Wheel
music?
of Fortune.
Yeah, because we get also the gems and the gold, so we about to be rich as fuck.
That's a good idea. Mythos. Farryn will pick
It's
one
time.
wisteria and put it in his cup and preserve it.
Game show music?
Ugh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Farryn's ears curl.
This is the first time I've actually got to hear this music during the session.
There is not a single Zelda song in all of the OST that I do not love with every fiber of my being. But this one just puts that baby child from Twilight Princess in Essy's brain every time.
Holy shit, this is the first time we've gotten loot since we defeated the High Priest of the Dark Sermon. Fuck. Damn, it's been a long time. Holy shit.
Well, we're just not loot motivated. Until there's an artifact of Matheria sitting in the middle of a tree. I might be.
Yep. No loot.
Yep.
Artifact
Nice.
located. Go get it.
Go get it.
Are any player titles?
No.
None that I'm aware of.
No.
Batman. Outside of that, no.
Just
Gives me more money.
and you answered all 3 riddles with no hints and in session time. So that means you get a Majesty roll. Woo!
Let's go!
Nice.
I don't know what that means.
What is it? But cool!
Look at
I'm a
me
knight
on my
on all shit.
majesty.
It means better
Dice
stuff.
rolls, yes.
Eh.
Do I get a cool hammer?
It means automatic loot. It means automatic tier breaks.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Damn.
Oh, low number, high number cope. Nice.
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 Oh, it ends on the 69.
Nice.
Let's go.
Roll with stealth.
Go, friends. Play
Roll a stealth,
right
please.
and then
If I could wear this artifact as stealth, please.
I hope it is a bow that can never miss for Farryn.
We open the chest and it's a bow that never misses. Oh.
Homing arrows.
So helpful.
Oh,
elven
Mary says,
bow.
I want to shoot that guy from 5 miles away, that demon that we're following. And then she just starts shooting, and then just
That's
Man,
the
2
problem.
minutes later, he just gets
That's
riddled
the
with
problem,
arrows.
Farryn. You haven't been shooting an elven bow. Yeah, you've been shooting a regular bow. You need an elven bow.
Well,
Call it the
I can't help.
Heartseeker.
Do you know how difficult it is to get elven make things from the church?
I imagine incredibly difficult.
Quite.
As elves are just, trouble, usually.
Well, if you were more amenable to foreigners, Calcutations could teach you a lot.
I am slightly more amenable to foreigners than I am to most elves. Magic is magic, and none of you seem to be able to control it well.
Nothing beats a dwarven crossbow.
I literally have
Well-
magic in my hammer.
To be fair, Ginny, this continent is weird. Where I'm from, we don't have these crazy magical events that happen when people cast too much magic.
Yes, and one day I will visit your country and tell you how garbage it is.
I'm not saying your continent is garbage. I'm just
Smiles smugly.
Man, a rope is
Leave
stealth
her be.
or Thor's hammer, man. Let me get it.
Gideon, just let her continue to insult herself. Don't worry about it.
I'm just letting her know that I'm not trying to be insulting.
That's what every foreigner I've ever run into tries to say. Something's wrong with your country. Everything's bad here. Well, my place is much nicer. We don't have problems with magic. Everything is fine.
And shouldn't that spark something that tells you that something might be wrong? If multiple
Yes,
people
there's
are telling you something is wrong.
Obviously things wrong, Gideon, but I don't need to hear about your good fortunes. I'm gonna fix mine.
I wouldn't say good fortunes. There are many terrible things in Calcutta. Like there is a massive hive mind spider swarm that roams the continent and devours people.
That sounds
That's
terrible.
It is. You do not want to be caught in it. And why and it's only in like one area, so those people actually do not mess with spider webs at all, just in case that any one of those spiders is a part of the hive mind.
So, not to be insulting in return, but your continent is better because it doesn't have all this magical anomaly, and yet there are still horrifying things like gigantic magical spider swarms.
Did you ever hear me say that my continent is better? No. I'm just
You
saying we
implied.
don't have this magic problem. No, every
Obviously you
place
have
has
other
their-
problems.
Yes, we have other problems. Like a massive spider swarm. And God, I think you got like the mages Majatal trying to fight all the fucking time. Some lords or something like that. And you got the rich council that has the airships that try to control everything.
Is that why you moved here?
I did not move here. I don't know how I got here. I was brought here by a bunch of hags and then my memory erased.
So you don't know that you didn't do it by choice.
It was most definitely not by choice.
But you don't know that.
I know that for a fact. I was investigating a missing person, and then I woke up here.
What if the
Ah,
hags
Almost
that
over a
missing person
decade
was
later.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, what if your missing person is here and the hags helped you get here and in exchange, wiped your memory. I don't know how hags operate, but I'd imagine it's some kind of fey trickery trade or something like that.
Yes, which is
don't know
why
what
when I
haggis.
get my hands on one again, I'm going to be asking a few questions. And I'm not going to be nice about it.
What if they...
Hey, you guys want to see your
Never
loot?
mind.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Always.
Alrighty, listen up. You found 7,000 gold pieces,
Let's go.
2 topazes, 2 emeralds, 2 rubies, 2 diamonds at 500 gold piece value. Inside of the chest, you find a magic ring called the Ring of Swarmflies. You find a necklace slot item called the Periapt of Veils. You find a magical feet slot item called Shoes of Sleeping. You find a hand slot item called Lava Grip Gloves. And then finally, for answering all of the questions correctly, you receive a bonus item called Taya, Fortune's Foe, which is an artifact longsword. And, in addition to all of that, the story item, which is... oh god, I just had it in front of me. Robe
now he
of
lost
Fading
me.
Light.
Rad. Whew. Do we need to, like, identify these things to know what they do, or do we...
Yeah, I'll need Arcana checks.
Nice.
Fuck.
One
Oh.
for like each item, or just one
Yep,
overall?
one for each. That's the ring. That's the Periapt.
Nice.
Don't know what the shoes do. Those gloves looking good. Nice sword. Fuck.
Oh, wow.
Ah,
Somebody give me
Inspiration.
please.
Inspiration that-
Give me mine. Alright.
Okay.
Is that enough?
We don't know.
Well.
Maybe, hopefully.
Yes, that is enough.
yay!
The only
So
thing
we
I
just
haven't
don't know the
identified is
shoes.
Yeah, just the shoes.
Well, obviously you sleep in them. They're just slippers.
Yeah, they're just
They will
comfy
go
little
well
house
with
shoes.
my pajamas.
They're comfortable slippers. Oh.
They're the shoes that let Batman walk around with his eyes open in his sleep.
Imagine.
I really want to know what that veil does.
Well, we're about to find out.
I really. If it gives
Periapt
you plus
is
two,
a
if it says
necklace.
Let's have those gloves, honestly.
Yeah, I was like lava grip gloves. That's a dwarf item if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
anything
You can
with
grab
stealth,
lava.
anything with stealth.
Grab lava.
Grab
I'm
lava.
excited. I'm excited to find out what the necklace does, honestly.
One ply ring.
Swarmfly ring sounds fucking crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah, especially
identified.
right after Gideon was just talking about a swarm of spiders.
Hey, my pretties, go!
Hey, we know what the story item does, right? That's what we also identify the story item.
Yeah, that was
We
the
do.
roll
That was a
we did.
17.
Yeah.
That's the
Guys, I'm glad that we investigated the tree. Thank you.
Yes.
Hey, listen, that was just
shocked
me and
I got a
Waymaker
little right.
leading the charge, dog. We got it.
We had to do it, man. We had to.
do it.
But we had to interact with something at some point. We didn't want the
Yes.
entire journey to just be travel rolls.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we instead of helping people, we're gonna be greedy.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shall we continue? I'm just gonna type those up for you.
Yeah.
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 We're close to session time, so I want to get you guys a little bit closer.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
We're
god.
like 13 minutes away or so.
Yeah,
Maybe a little
Time
more.
flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. Holy poop.
Play with a riddle tree.
I'm gonna turn this off though.
On the road.
Do you guys want to try to extend next week? Because I know I have work tonight, so I can't. If we
On
wanted
the
to
road
extend, because we cut short last week, but I don't work. I won't work next Saturday if we want to extend.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sure, if
Yeah.
Arcadum's all right with it.
Probably next week. We got sick people in the game right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what
He's got work
saying?
tonight. We're talking maybe next week.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay,
Okay.
sweet.
I was like, he's like, maybe next week. I was like, my brother in Christ. That's what I said.
We're like, next week, and Arcadum was like, there will be 6
No,
people.
no.
We're like, oh, he's telling the future. Burn him.
Gosh, I hope everyone's better by then. I mean, really.
Me too, man.
Me?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Alright, give me some survival checks.
Oops.
As the dragon in the group, I take all the golden jewels.
No.
Okay.
I must amass my
Oh
hoard.
fuck, we're gonna have to
Oh, no.
inspire one of these. When someone's gonna have to inspire one of them.
Well,
Hold on, Mythos. You
I'm
can
sure
say it.
it's
No,
fine.
mine was just above the bar. I did roll.
Oh, well, fuck.
I rolled when he said it before he did the bars.
It's alright, we rule. We good.
Yeah.
No,
I'm sure
please
it's
don't be
fine.
lost in the demon ways. Please, somebody inspire
14 is
When
nice.
has being lost been bad?
Yeah, we
My
can get
sister
lost.
in Christ, please.
I
Gideon will
Demon
just
ways.
keep.
I will inspire my Farryn brother. Flow.
Alright,
Okay.
Roll that.
roll again, nerd.
You're inspiring me?
Yes,
Okay.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not lost, yay! Woo!
Thank you, Galdren. Your will has strengthened me. I know where to go. I don't like
fuck
that
up
one.
again, lad.
Look, the only thing that would be. Well, actually, there's multiple things, but the first thing that comes to mind that would be bad about being lost here is having to eat Gideon's gruel one more day.
I'm rather enjoying it.
Ugh,
Aren't you?
would.
I think it's delicious.
It's porridge. Not gruel.
Precisely.
Something is seriously wrong with all of you.
There's
Listen,
no meat, there's no dairy. It's lovely.
I have lived a long time and I've eaten a lot worser things. You wouldn't believe the kind of things I've put
Oh
in my
god.
mouth before
Alright,
this
you
thing.
guys have happened upon
Oh no.
oh jeez. How can I explain it?
Some bitches.
You have come upon what appears to be a large broken piece of earth. A valley, about 20 feet deep or so, leads to a small ridge where you can see that several demons have taken to nesting. You are currently watching an orgy take place.
Uh-huh.
Any one of those items a grenade that we just got?
I'm sorry, what?
No, we did not get the holy hand grenade.
Yeah,
of
did we get the
Antioch.
holy
Different
hand?
campaign.
Did we get a holy hand grenade? I could just toss it to that group from the tree.
At least they're distracted. Shall we continue?
Listen, I want to ask
Please.
God if he gave me a holy hand grenade before
No.
we move on. Okay, moving on then.
That we pass.
You do hear.
We sneak past him.
Yeah!
Yeah. Arcadum, please fill my ear of what I hear of the demon orgasms.
Okay,
Please
sure.
Continue.
I'm a really tough guy. Don't cry. I don't understand.
Oh, I understand it, brother. I speak wicked. I want to hear what they're saying.
Eats own nipples. Okay. You decide to not interfere with the festivities of those demons.
That's where little demons come from.
Actually. Survival checks, please.
Heyo!
Thank God.
15 was. We were good with a 15.
Yeah, but a 25 is even better.
True. Hmm.
Okay. Survival checks.
Zoom in.
Zoom in.
Close one.
Holy shit.
I'll lead us out of this trouble. I'll lead us to the promised land. We're like the disciples
seven again.
lost. We lost like the
Oh,
disciples
God.
lost in the-
Okay.
So many sevens.
Oh God.
Don't worry, we're blessed by Matheria and her loot.
There is a crackle of thunder above your head. What you see at first, you think to be rain. As you look around, you can see that they are droplets of blood. The thundering and cracking above you are spells and abilities being used by the swarm of imps fighting another swarm of imps. The blood that rains down is acidic and burning. You will need to find shelter. Survival check to do so.
Duck and cover.
Not my hair. No.
Hold my shield up.
Alright, 15s are sufficient. You quickly move away from the coiling, sizzling mass of bloody rain, and beneath a large slab and shale makeshift cave, the party huddles for protection. So finally, the deed is done. The fallen demons dissipate, and their blood also with them. And it seems that the battle has passed.
Looks like the coast is clear now.
Seems like the ants are fighting. They killed each other. Easier for us.
I wonder what faction was going against the other.
They're demons, who knows? They might have been fighting over something stupid.
But perhaps that infighting could be used to our advantage.
I would suppose that kind of infighting is the only reason they haven't taken over the continent yet.
Have faith, Genevieve.
I do. I have
Farryn's
faith
forces
that we are provided with demon infighting. I think that's a blessing.
Arcadum, just to make sure I don't have to remaking stealth the whole time. We're good with like the 35 I made that one.
Yeah, that's
on the way
fine.
back. Okay, cool. Just to make sure.
All right, and when you get to about here, up ahead of you, an enormous mountain range, complete with coiling pieces of bone, almost reaching up and over the mountain like desperate fingers of a great hand. Energy emanates outward from this mountain, so much so that it is visible to the naked eye. The energy pulses. Shadows fill the sky and the ground alike. Your destination is up ahead. The flickering portal, where demonkind was birthed, pouring out of the great maw and into the wastes. And where also Etheria may be found. But that is where I'll call it. So I got maps I need to get
let's
made.
go.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Awesome.
And then we get to wait for Arcadum to make our cool weapons.
And
I'm
then-
so excited.
We
Man,
divide the loot later, yes.
we made
Waymaker
it,
has to put
boys.
his draft art in the fan art so that everyone can
We-
see what he was working with.
what this?
Your flower, dear.
My flower? Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I'll put in there because I don't have any other
Good stuff.
Cool.
guys.
draft art. Yes, very good
Yeah,
stuff,
very
man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Feels good. Looks good to me. Alrighty. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everyone for the support. You guys are great.
We do have some fan art.
I'm checking for fan art.
Yes, give us.
There's a
Legend
little
made something
above.
cool.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'll show that.
That's dope.
Look at
See
that.
what you put Waymaker.
So cool, isn't it? Look how cool it is.
And then it looks like that.
He just surprised me with this one morning. He's like, check this out. I'm like, what? Rad.
Oh, that wasn't your Christmas present?
Hey, look, it's a
No,
fleur.
he's just making stuff for fun.
Fleur.
A fleur! It's a fleur!
It's also the thing above it. Uranus sterile.
Uranus sterile. Okay. That's a
Flo every
fact.
time
Did you know
Flo
that?
every time he complains about food, someone complains about food.
Alrighty, guys.
Guess
Thanks
I
for
better
watching,
drink
everyone.
my piss.
Thanks for playing, players. And I'll see you guys in an hour for Gals and Gold.
See ya!
See ya.
Bye.
Y'all have a good
Thanks,
night.
Arcadum.